is Top Accolade African News Updates. I am Toybifa Jackridge. Mauritius has raised a cyclone warning alert to maximum after Cyclone Belal brought torrential rain and flooding to the Indian Ocean island nation. The country's meteorological service said the storm was now moving away eastwards but warned that the other environment risks still existed. At least one person has died in Mauritius and another in neighboring Reunion from the storm. It has left thousands without power as well as heavily flooded streets. The Mauritius Meteorological Service (MMS) said that the level 4 warning, the maximum level, was in place after the storm hit close to the country's southern coast on Tuesday morning at about 90 kilometers per hour. It said the storm was now moving eastwards in the direction of the Indian Ocean at a speed of about 18 kilometers per hour. There are no longer any risk of having cyclonic conditions over Mauritius, but other environmental risks exist. It said, urging people to remain in safe places and not to go out to sea or walk along shorelines because of the potential for storm surges. On Monday, Prime Minister Pravind Kumar Jugnauth confirmed one death and criticized the MMS for its response to the storm, saying the director had submitted his resignation. The international airport in Mauritius was closed on Monday due to the storm, although on Tuesday, some flights to nearby Rodriguez appeared to be operating, with some flights cancelled. The airport urged passengers to contact their airlines for more information. Sheets of metal clattering in the howling wind could be heard in the deserted streets of the Mauritius capital, Port Louis, on Monday, while people further south on the island were dealing with the worst of the weather. Videos showed severe flash flooding in Port Louis, as well as cars submerged in fast-flowing flood waters. The International Federation of Red Cross Africa said that more than 1,000 people had been evacuated and about 8,400 people in Mauritius were without power. Residents of a village in Nigeria's northwestern state of Katsina are fleeing their homes after armed men stormed a nearby military camp before setting vehicles ablaze and ransacking the area. More than 100 gunmen attacked the military base, which hosts soldiers, police, and other security forces in the Basari local government area of Katsina State on Sunday night. A military sources told Premium Times news website that the attackers burnt down 2 army vehicles. No soldier was killed, according to the sources. A resident said the gunmen, who arrived on motorcycles and a truck, overwhelmed the military forces after a 3-hour exchange of gunfire. After the assault on the military camp, the gunmen moved into Nahuta, where they looted shops and homes, stealing goods and livestock worth millions of naira. The attack has caused widespread panic among residents, many of whom have fled to nearby villages to seek refuge, report says. Armed gangs known locally as bandits who kidnap for ransom have wreaked havoc across Nigeria, killing hundreds despite numerous military operations. South African comedian Trevor Noah has won an Emmy Award in the Outstanding Talk Series category for his talk show, The Daily Show. With the win, Noah makes history as the first African and first Black person to win an Emmy for Outstanding Talk Series since the category's introduction in 2015. It's amazing that I get to be part of this journey. It feels like being part of a winning football team, Noah said after securing the win on Monday night. The comedian has been nominated for the Emmy category 5 times before, but his 6th nomination, which he earned in his final season hosting The Daily Show, finally secured him the win. In September 2022, Noah shocked many of his fans when he announced his exit from The Daily Show after 7 years as host. The search for his replacement is still ongoing. Noah has another Emmy Award, which he earned in 2017 for an outstanding short-form variety show series. The Emmy Awards are the most prestigious honors in the U.S. television industry. Kenya's Ghana's Chief Justice Martha Koome says the judiciary has written to President William Ruto seeking to address concerns he raised against some judges. President Ruto has in recent days mounted a war against the judiciary, accusing some unnamed corrupt judges of working with the opposition to block his government's projects. Addressing a media conference on Monday, Ms. Koome said the attacks against the judiciary were setting up the countries for chaos and anarchy. If this course is allowed to continue unabated, we are on the precipice of a constitutional crisis that can lead to untold civil strife, Ms. Koome added. Opposition leader Raila Odinga has accused Mr. Ruto of trying to intimidate judges, while a group of lawyers staged protests last week condemning the president's attacks. The president, who came to power in September 2022, has come under criticism for introducing new tax amid rising cost of living. Two new taxes, the housing levy and the proposed universal health cover deductions, have been challenged in courts, and their respective ruling are pending. That is the size of top accolade African news updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Tuesday.